Hello everybody. Today we're going to be working on a 93 Cougar XR7. I'm going to remove the door panel and the window motor and repair that and put it back together. Now on YouTube I haven't seen any videos on this on the 93 Cougar, so I hope this helps anyone out there who has this style of door configuration on the inside panel there. And I don't have a film crew or anything, but we'll be working off pictures and I'll explain each and every one as we go along. So let's get on with it. Okay, so here we are with the door panel. As you can see, we've got our controls. This is the driver's side door panel. So let's start taking it apart. First of all, doesn't matter on the order, but I'll just show you where everything is so you can start on your own. We'll unscrew this little piece and take that off. Now to get this off of here, I'll take a screwdriver or a pry and just pop it up out of there. And then you're going to lift it up a little bit and pull it out in this direction right here, up and out, because there's a tab down here at the bottom holding it in. So all you got is one clip in there to remove, or to open up. And we got it out now, and you'll see there's that one clip that we pried, and here's a little tab that went to the back. So you got to be careful you don't break that tab. Had a couple electronic connections there, so it took it off and unscrewed it right here and took that off, and this piece is off and ready to set aside. Now you'll find there is a screw right here, Phillips screw. If you take that panel off, we need to take that off, so take that screw out now. Down here by the light there's one screw. You do not have to remove the light. Now this is the bottom of the door panel. We've got everything loosened up at this point, so what I'm showing you is we do not yank this thing off, panel off. You're going to hit it with the palm of your hand or so and tap it up to release it from the clips and work it off the door through the door handle. Now once you've got it off, you've got one clip right there that you have to unclip. And then we've got these clips that came out from the controls that we undid earlier. So the panel is off, and this is what's left now. So we're going to take the speaker out. We're going to lift this up carefully, and I like to leave it attached at the top so it goes back down easier, lines up better. But before we do that, we have a little rubber piece there that goes by the door handle, so you want to remove that. Now I lifted up the plastic there, and I just want to show you. On the YouTube videos, it gets a little scary because they always show that these holes are not drilled in. There's only 3 bolts holding the motor in. They show like a divot in the sheet metal, and you have to drill that hole out. But it'll scare you a little bit from doing the job. But if you open it up on this 93, you'll see the holes are already there. So there's only 3 bolts to take off. However, I like to remove, you have to remove the speaker first. And after you get the speaker removed, let me go back. So after you get the speaker removed, there's a clip on the back of it to undo. You're going to reach, you take your bolts out. I should say, you could take your bolts out, for, I take the speaker out. Then I took the bolts out. You reach in there, grab the motor, you pull it out to where the speaker was. And there is the electrical connection for the motor. And there is your power steering motor. Now, The reason these go bad, it's not that they go bad inside. You'll see that it disintegrated inside. There's one star bit to take that off. Undo that and just pop it open. Also on the videos, it shows that you have to undo bend the metal on these things a little bit to get this off. But on this model, I didn't have to bend anything. I just took off that screw and took off the cover. Now inside, you're going to see all this is broken. There was like round cylinders in here, 3 of them, and they all plastic ones. They all disintegrated from age. So we're going to take this off and clean it out and repair it. Now you'll see on the gear here, this gear right here, if you look closely, you'll see a little clip ring. So you push that off and get that off of there. There it is right there. Now we're going to just lift this off and clean it off. So there it all is. Lift it off and you can see all the pieces in there are broken off. Going to clean it all off and clean off the gears and clean everything out real nice. Now I have a pachinko game, Chinese pink pachinko game, and it uses ball bearings. So I just so happen to have some ball bearings, and they're 11 millimeter ball bearings, and they fit perfect as for replacements. I'll just show you here. Now we're going to pack this with grease and reassemble everything. So just showing you before I pack it, you can see the ball bearings, 1, 2, 3 would be there. It sits nicely on there, gear. So I packed the grease, packed it with grease. I don't know if I have a picture of this, but when you're all done packing it with grease, don't forget to put the clip back on. Alright, so it's all together now. I forgot to show the picture of how I packed it with grease, but I just took heavy grease and packed it in there, a lot of it, so everything's lubricated up. Alright, it's ready to go back on the car. So you basically do everything in reverse. Now, before you put in the motor, I want you to know, see it's how like a cylinder, that part goes up. I also, I guess I didn't get into pictures, but on the pictures you'll see I pointed some arrows in the beginning, 3 arrows where those nuts are located, those bolts are located. So just line up the holes and screw it in. I'll see if I can find that picture with the 3 arrows. But look on if you can see it, there's 3 arrows, there's one of them. The other ones are probably hidden away in the view right now. But line up these 3 holes and bolt it in. Put your, fold back down your plastic piece, seal it all up around there. Pulling out the wires there for your window controls. Alright. Now what I wanted to show you, so basically you're just going to, first of all, I put the speaker back on, and you're basically going to put this thing back together. The way you put it together, you're going to put the panel back on. Now the panel, the reason we don't pull those panels straight off from the bottom is because there's hooks on there. So you've got to line up your hooks and get your hooks lined, feed it through the door, the panel, to the door handle, get your hooks lined all up, and then kind of hit it with your fist down a little bit so that everything locks into place. Here's a picture of those clips on the bottom. You'll see these clips. So that's why you don't pull it straight off, because you'll break this tab off. When you take it off, you got to hit it with your palm of your hand and push it up to release the clips. You do the opposite to put it back together. Now, when I got the door panel off, we're putting it back together. Before I put that screw on there, this plastic, as you'll probably find, it's cracked and deteriorated. I put a washer on there, all right, and then put it back. And then we put this piece back on. Remember, there's that tab right, or that little clip right there, tab type of thing. You insert it, and then the actual tab, you slide it in this way, and then hit it down with your fist or something to lock that in. Put on your piece right here. You've got a screw right here to put in, and I think that was all the screws that came out of this. Yeah, I believe. Now I'll show you. Let's see here for a minute. Now I want to show you. I break the parts so you don't have to break them, okay? This I did the passenger side, and this is that one piece that has a tab up there and a clip back here, but I didn't know that. I did this first. So I end up trying to get it off, you know, and I end up, let's see here, I end up breaking the tab right there. This piece snapped off. So I just put some epoxy on there, some good epoxy, and got it all back together. And then now it's all back together. And this one lets you know when you take that piece off, be careful when you take it off, because it's got the clip right there, and then it's got that piece that broke off right there. So you lift it up and slide it up and out this way, up and out, so you don't break the tab off. And that's how you do it, folks. I hope it helped some of you guys out, and both of my windows are fixed. It wasn't that bad of a job. So good luck to all you guys out there if you're trying